Hi everyone, just James here, okay? And I have yet another video for you. Now, I have to say, this is a public service announcement. We owe Christina Aguilera an apology.
I'm sorry for everything.
Yes, this is my defense of the album Bionic, or as I like to refer to it, Iconic. Yes, Bionic was one of Christina Aguilera's studio albums and it underperformed vastly. And for many reasons that factored into this, but let me break it down for you folks. We all know who Christina Aguilera is, but at this point in her career, she had just come off 3 successful albums. Technically 4, if you count the Spanish release of her original album. So, what happened with Bionic where people just seemed to not favor her? Well, at the time, this was 2010, which was the dawn of Lady Gaga, the fame. And a lot of things factored into this, but let's get into it, okay? So Christina Aguilera was about to reinvent herself yet again. She had done this before. So at first she was the pop girly, Britney Spears-esque, pop girly. We all loved it, Genie in a Bottle. Then after that, she was Dirty Christina, ex-Tina, which stripped. She completely gave herself some edge. And then she refined the image with Back to Basics, where it was very throwback and modern vintage. So for Bionic, she was going to reinvent herself yet again. Very like Madonna. Madonna was known to do this where she had a brand new packaged image for her new album. This is very much like an old school thing a lot of girls always do whenever they come out with a new album. This is the look for the record. So what Christina Aguilera's look initially was like S&M, bondage, fetishy kind of look. With this, she was also very influenced with electronic music, which was making a huge splash at that time. Now, what came to head with this is the fact that Lady Gaga was also becoming a huge chart topper with this sound. The electronic music sound, which is a fusion of pop, goth, and all sorts of elements going to make this sound. Now, bear in mind, Lady Gaga was not the first artist to become popular with this kind of sound, but she was one of the first pop stars to really put it out there in the forefront and really trademark it as their signature sound at that time. There were people like the Scissor Sisters and all sorts of artists before her. Christina Aguilera got caught in the crosshairs of comparison. What I mean by this is when she showed off the package for this album, she teased it a little bit with her greatest hits album, It Keeps Getting Better. And she had a full music video made for this song where she had the long blonde bang with the fall wig and everything, black leather catsuit on a motorcycle, very dark visuals, very goth electronic girl music. Now, Lady Gaga also had a signature look at this time, which was the blunt bang and, black leather, patent leather kind of stuff. It was very similar, but also it's just when you really dig into it, it also wasn't the most original look to begin with anyways, but that's up to the interpretation. But Lady Gaga was so popular at this point, she had really exploded where her fan base was, as they would say, monstrous. One thing I distinctly remember people saying about her is they were nicknaming her Flop Tina Copulera, which, looking back at it, that is the stupidest diss I've ever heard. Oh my god. They thought it was derivative of something Lady Gaga had already done. However, I must say this. When I watched the music video, everyone was comparing it to Bad Romance. But Christina Aguilera was fully upfront about the fact that she completely bit Madonna for this. It was inspired by Express Yourself by Madonna, and she fully admitted to this and was open to this. It was paying homage to Express Yourself. And you can definitely see it in some of the visuals, when she's on the high staircase with the whole German expressionism take on everything. This is actually a fascinating topic. Be sure and check out my friend Izzy's video on this and Madonna's amazing references to art in her music videos on Be Kind Rewind's channel. That's the thing. Lady Gaga did not invent German expressionism in music videos, okay? Madonna had done that before her. Many artists have done this before her. She was not the first to do this or to call back to things that had happened in the past. That was the other thing where, the internet was so new at that time and fan culture was so budding that it was merciless, and critics pounced on this and just tore Christina Aguilera apart. And it wasn't really fair because, when you listen to Bionic, it's actually a really solid album. There are some bangers on this, Not Myself Tonight, Glam, Vanity, Woohoo is even fun with Nicki Minaj. She had the ballad, You Lost Me, Desnudate, which I honestly see all the time because my friend Katana Hilton performs it all the time at Charlie's. It's literally her signature song. There are some bangers. Drag Queens had some signature songs with this. And critics were really nasty to her, saying that, it was really cheesy or trashy or just, for lack of better words, the words they were using was stupid. But no, the critics were merciless to her about this when it came to critiquing the album, and I don't understand why this is always the case when it comes to pop stars, especially female pop stars. There's always this emphasis on delivering really strong artistic material when if you examine it, pop music has never been that. Like, it's never been about that. It's supposed to be for consumption. And especially when it comes to Christina Aguilera, like, she has her moments, but for the most part, she's been a fun pop girly her whole career. She has her moments of like where she has a few songs where she breaks it down and gives you something real, but it's always been fluffy. Like, she's always had her fluffy elements like Genie in the Bottle, Come On Over, even Dirty. She's a pop star and she makes pop bangers. Like, that's what she likes to do. And to say this album is just that is very much not seeing the forest for the trees with it, because there is a lot here. And also, I feel like that was often the criticism given to artists that particularly catered to the gay community. And we're giving our community a gift with this album. Like, so many bangers, so many drag queens perform these songs. Like, the gays loved this album. It's just a shame that the public really turned on her. This started that trend with Christina Aguilera's career, the way she like packages and rolls out her music, where she only released 2 music videos per album. And this is the one that started it, and it's been that way ever since.
And I blame all you for that.
Also, my research, I saw that Let's Get Glam was supposed to be the original release from this before Not Myself Tonight, which I'm curious how that would have gone over. I'm very curious because it's a very different sound, and it probably wouldn't have garnered the same comparisons from Lady Gaga had she gone with that one first. I'm interested to see what would have happened if that were the case in the rollout, because it's very much like a fun, fashion-y kind of song. And it's very much reminiscent of like something like Kim Petras would make nowadays. But yes, this album was met with a lot of discourse that I don't think was very deserved. Like, it is a solid electronic pop album, and give it a listen. Bionic is definitely a great album to hear. Like, don't listen to the haters. It does not sound anything like Lady Gaga or anything she was releasing at that time. And even the visuals, I will say this, Mama, she didn't invent that, okay? Calm down. But this has been It's Just James, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys listen to Bionic, let me know what were some of the tracks you liked. The discussion starts down below. Do you think maybe I'm wrong? Do you think she was mopping Lady Gaga style? Let me know down below. I'm interested to hear what you guys think. Alright, discussion starts down in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, bye!
Well, it's over now. Click my next YouTube video. Like, comment, and subscribe.